Hello, everybody. Hello.
Hi guys.
I'm Grace,
Hi, I'm Lorena, guys.
and we are the Indigos. We wanted to start this, and we've been trying to work out how to make this happen because you cannot record your FaceTime calls, you cannot record your Skype calls, and so we're going to try this platform to make this happen on Google Hangouts. So let's see how we go with it. So we're called the Indigos, and we started this and titled it the Indigos because Larea and I are two friends on the opposite side of the world. I'm in Australia and Lorea's in.
I'm in LA, guys.
So
Literally the opposite sides.
literally the opposite side, northern and southern hemispheres. And so we wanted to do this because Lorraine and I are really good friends that share so much about life that we feel really connected. And quite often it's really hard to find the connection with people, the way you think, the way you talk, the way that you want to help each other, lift each other to be kind of our best kind of potentials. And so quite often the dynamics that we have with each other are around engaging with talking real talk about our lives and how we can kind of evolve to be better human beings and just issues that we might be subjected to throughout our days, or we could also be experiencing some issues with certain people or relationships or whatever it is. And so we always engage with one another via this kind of platform, but we do it via like Skype and stuff. So we were like, well, let's just make this live so that these kind of conversations cannot just be with Lorraine and I, but can be with everybody else.
And I agree with that. And what makes us so awesome is the fact that our dynamic, we are each other's cheerleaders. I think that we are very secure women in our energies and we love to share the light and elevate it. And we know that for us, there isn't a shortage of abundance. So it's all about coming together, celebrating everyone's individual power and joining forces with those things. And that also comes with elevating one another when it comes to your personal life with your own friends as well. We thought we would share ours because we felt like this is a story that a lot of people could relate to, and maybe people are still seeking their friends and trying to elevate so that they can attract the right people in their life.
Yeah.
Kind of
I
cool.
mean, I've been doing that for a little while now, just kind of, saying no and working out where and who I want to be around that surrounds me and can help me to my ultimate quest of becoming my best potential, which is, I think, all of us want to be really great people, right? And but we need the right people around us to help us. So yeah, so we were like, oh, how can we kind of use this platform to make something like this happen? And one way is just to keep it real. The two of us, the way that we talk, the way that we move around, we're in similar fields. We're both creatives. I've come from a very creative background in my professional career, but we're all creative souls as well. And Larea, that's how we met actually, is through creative platform. So
Yes.
yeah, you can tell them a little bit about yourself, Larea.
Oh, well, basically, yeah, we collab together. We're both in art direction, creative, we design, just pretty much we're art babies. That's what I call it. So we're art babies. And what makes it really amazing is the fact that we're on different parts of the world and yet our lives are so parallel. And I say that in the sense of the things we are seeking, how we're trying to grow and elevate and share our gifts with the world and use them for a positive force. And what also makes us so amazing is the fact that we're able to collaborate together and even being open enough to exchange and being vulnerable with one another to show each other every color of ourselves helps us with our own bonds together. And I think what makes it amazing, why we're both indigos, which is incredible because we come from two parts of the world and yet it's something that we relate to, is the fact that I found out very young I was an indigo child, which we'll definitely go into that later on. But it was one of those hints the universe left me, or God, your higher power, the source, whatever you'd like to call the one. that is pretty much orchestrating everything for the greater good and to expand love. But for us, the fact that that was something that was dear to me, and as well as Grace, because for her, with being indigo, being in her highest meditation, that's the color that she sees. So I don't think anything's by chance. I think everything is beautifully divine and set up in a certain way that we are all given answers, but you really have to listen to them and you have to move with them. And I
Yeah.
think that our connection is literally a reflection of us following our intuition, our inner good, and being able to find like-minded people that are here to love and expand the world. So that's why I think this is so beautiful, because if we can share what our experiences are, maybe other people identify, and it can help them put a name to certain things that they might be in question of. And
Yeah.
so that's why we're here. We just wanted to share.
Well, yeah, we just want to share and offer what our communication is with one another, and share that with everybody else, so that we can all help one another, put our calling out there, not just Lorraine and I privately how we talk, but how we can actually make that and create that exchange and actually use the power of technology, which is the age of what we're in, and share that with everybody. Because, when, I've been always like, listening to lots of speakers and books and everything for a long time. But what I found was that there's nobody reflective of kind of our age bracket. And so, as women, we are nurturers, but in terms of our giving capacity, this is a perfect space for us to just be able to give with, truth, with authenticity, who we are, what we represent, and create that kind of dynamic space where everybody from all sorts of parts of the world can come in and collectively have a conversation. And so sometimes we're going to run this kind of forum as, a live kind of chat forum as well, and just show what happens in our everyday life, because a lot of people kind of look at us because of what we do and what we represent on a superficial level, and they kind of look at us and they kind of glorify everything that we're doing. But that's all superficial stuff, that's just completely stuff that is removed from actually our truth and our intention of who we are as human beings. We're creative, and that's our platform that we use. But, in terms of our humanity and our connection to the rest of the world, we want to be able to keep it real, and that dialogue is so important for us to elevate one another. So Lorraine and I, we're just going to go out there and share our knowledge of what we've found helpful to go through certain things in life, challenging situations, questions that we might have about certain things, and just topical conversations about shit that really matters in our lives, actually.
Absolutely. I agree. It's going to be really, really beautiful just to be able to document our journey. Sometimes magical things happen, and there isn't a phone, there isn't a recorder, something to actually show what we've seen, and we want to share our lives with you guys, just so that we can collaborate with other people and elevate each other, and really just be an extra expression of love.
Yeah.
And that's why we're here. And thank you, everyone, for just even taking the time out to seek knowledge and experience and understand other people's lives, because when you understand people, you have a better chance of loving them.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about, really, just connecting to one another through the source of love, and that true intention of, each and every single one of us is important for humanity's sake. We've been built uniquely different, and collectively we have to work together. And I quite often, the exchange of these kind of conversations are with older, wiser people. But the thing is, we think like that. We want to have that kind of same conversation, but in a relatable context. So we're going to just keep it real. We're going to have the whole relatable context to just be, we're not going to filter it. We're not going to edit it. We're just going to put it out there. We're going to have topical things that we'll talk about, but it's just around.
Organic.
What's that?
I said it's organic. We're just going to be organic and just how we are. This is
exactly how we are, how we come to the world. What you see is what you get, kind of thing. So, which I think is you know, what's missing a lot of the times. You know, you can filter your photos, make yourself look all fly and everything's flawless and all sorts of things. So sometimes, you know, right now we've got makeup on and stuff, but, you know, sometimes, like, you know, we'll call each other and we might be in the car, might be on the way to a shoot, might be on the way to doing something or mundane thing.
Just
or we
woke up, hair a mess.
hair mess, whatever.
With no makeup on and hair a mess, but the plan is, you know, anything could happen. And that's just what
Exactly.
it is. You know, if we have a message to
Exactly.
share, nothing's gonna stop it.
Yeah, and just to keep it authentic to what it actually is. It's just two of us, two human beings exchanging and sharing, and that's it. So come on a ride with us. We'll put our YouTube channel details on this video so you can see it. And we're really excited about this because, you know, this is part of what we feel so passionate about, and part of a higher calling is to share and collaborate with the rest of humanity. So, you know, whether or not it's share some light for you, or you have some questions that might be provoked, or you just want to tell your story too that might be similar to our topic of conversation, we'd love to hear it. So we're putting ourselves out there to share with one another.
Absolutely. So thank you guys. I appreciate you all.
All right. We'll see you soon.
Take care.